Hank Williams Jr. let go by ESPN. He wasn't really an ESPN employee, but they removed last night before the exciting Buccaneers-Colts game that I know America was watching. They removed his "Are you ready for some football? My rowdy friends are here for Monday night" theme from the beginning of the show because of comments he made on Fox and Friends, because Fox and Friends brought him on, because when it comes to sort of presidential politics, I want to know what Hank Williams Jr. has to say. So here is Hank Williams Jr. on Fox and Friends. And after they introduce him, they ask him, and he's sort of sitting back. He's all gruff. He's wearing his hat and his sunglasses. And they ask him where he is, and he says he's at a studio in Nashville. And then, as you'll hear, he would rather be in New York because there's something very appealing to him in New York. It's Hank Williams Jr. as a frat boy.
Oh, I'm sitting here in Nashville at the little studio.
Okay. Your body language says leave you alone. Your hands are crossed. You're shaking us off. Okay.
Hey, since I'd rather be up there. I'd rather be there looking at Gretchen.
Well, there you go. Well,
good morning to you too. Good morning to you too.
Yeah.
I'd rather be up there looking at Gretchen. First of all, congratulations to him for being able to tell Gretchen Carlson from Megyn Kelly. Lifelong problem for me. Now I know it's Gretchen Carlson. Who talks that way, man? Come on. I'd rather be up there looking at Gretchen. And I think she was uncomfortable, right? A little. Like, she's like, hey, man, it's a job. I work for a living, man. I work with I hate what she does, but she's a professional, for crying out loud. Treat her like that. It ain't the right time for that, Hank. It's not the right time. All right, so he continues, and she sort of gathers herself. She was very professional during this interview. All of them were, and they were a little tough on him, but she's totally professional, and then she gets she starts to ask him about sort of what he thinks of the presidential field.
I'd love to pick your brain about politics.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. I'll start with an easy question. Who do you like in the GOP race?
Nobody. I'd like to pick your brain about politics. Sorry. I'd like to pick your brain about politics. Yeah. Yep. So he doesn't like anybody. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a good time. What could possibly go wrong? It's not like Hitler's going to enter into this conversation. I mean, that would be, ridiculous. But first, he throws a curveball, Hank Williams Jr. does, because he brings up something that he thinks was one of the biggest political mistakes of all time. And these guys have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
You remember the golf game they had, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Remember the golf game?
Boehner.
That was one of the biggest political mistakes ever.
Really? That was it? That was one of the biggest political mistakes ever? Sort of a public show of an attempt at bipartisanship was one of the biggest political mistakes ever? Hank Williams Jr. goes on to point out that it made a lot of people very, very, very angry, even if they don't quite get it. Now, after he says this, Brian Kilmeade, who's the dark-haired guy on the right, Brian Kilmeade, by the way, I liked his body language during this whole thing because he sort of was thinking, what are we doing interviewing this clown? Why am I talking to this guy about politics? What the is going on here? And then so he starts to be like, what are you talking about, dude? And then, but Gretchen also, they all are. They're all confused, and they ask, what the hell are you talking about?
You mean when John Boehner played golf with President Obama?
Oh, yeah, and Biden and Kasich, yeah, uh-huh.
What did you not like about it? It seems to be a really pivotal moment for you.
Come on. It'd be like Hitler playing golf with Netanyahu, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. So this was like the golf game between the vice president, the president, the speaker of the House, governor of Ohio. It was like Hitler playing golf with Netanyahu. How Hitler got into this conversation, bewildering. But Fox continues to be puzzled by it. Here's where Brian Kilmeade comes in and says, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know.
I don't understand that analogy, actually.
Well, I'm glad you don't, brother, because a lot of people do. Well, they're the enemy.
Who's the enemy?
Obama and Biden. Are you kidding? The Three Stooges.
That's only two.
You caught a little of Steve Ducey there at the end. The guys at Fox and Friends are never going to have a better day. Steve Ducey was, that's only two. The guy literally, Obama and Biden, the Three Stooges. Come on, man. You know. So he apparently, and we don't have this part of the clip, but later, Megyn Kelly / Gretchen Carlson comes back and says to him, hey, this really seems to be a big deal to you. Are you suggesting that you don't think it's ever appropriate in this climate that these guys should even try any bipartisanship? She asks even a real question. And he says, no. Oh, and later he talks about how he indicates he'd sort of like Sarah Palin to be in the race. He supported Sarah Palin before. I mean, I don't know. I can't decide which part I like best. I mean, probably Obama is the best, but I love the, oh yeah, come on. And just that's the biggest political mistake ever.